Please welcome to the stage Dr. Prashath Asuri.
We have a paradox. College graduates can't seem to find good jobs, yet at the same time, employers can't seem to find people with the right entry-level skills. We know 1 in 3 engineering majors have a first job that does not require a college degree. Or in other words, a third of our graduates may be underemployed. And this represents a gigantic pool of untapped talent. So then how do we address this gap between high levels of underemployment and shortage of people with critical job skills? Surely, as educators, we are expected to address this gap between industry needs and educational outcomes. However, educational institutions are falling out of sync with industry needs. Over 3/4 of educational providers claim that their graduates are ready for work. However, less than 50% of the new graduates and employers believe the same. And this is an obvious mismatch. So then how do we successfully transition our students from campus to career? What interventions work? And how do we scale these interventions so that we can form leaders who can work together to solve the grand challenges of the world? These were the critical questions that motivated Brian LaDuca at the University of Dayton, who delivered a keen talk in 2018 to establish the Applied Creativity for Transformation Certificate, a program that enables undergraduate engineers to be exposed to the creative competencies desired by the industry and prepares them to solve and disrupt problems that challenge the common good. Having closely witnessed some of our own students come up against this challenge of industry-academia mismatch, and encouraged by the many success stories at the various key institutions, I led the establishment of the BioInnovation and Design Lab at Santa Clara University. The mission of our lab is to prepare students to solve complex challenges in healthcare and engage industry partners who are equally invested in creating a strong pipeline of future talented employees. We offer students immersive experiences with real customers so they may gain applied skills and advance their careers. WPI similarly prepares its students by offering them opportunities to solve important and societally relevant problems. Rose Hullman is dedicated to graduating engineering students who can combine the technical excellence with innovative and creative skills and contribute to business success. And why would they not? As faculty, we are all invested in the future of our students. But how can we best serve them if we do not fully understand what awaits them? So let's mind this gap. Let's be ever curious of industry needs. Let's pioneer new programs and initiatives in partnership with the industry. Let's bridge this gap between academic training and industry jobs. So what interventions work? What types of skills are expected of our students so that they may find good jobs? Well, employers are beginning to understand the importance of entrepreneurial education and how students who graduate with such a mindset can help grow their businesses faster. In fact, many US companies expect engineering students who graduate with an entrepreneurial education to secure better jobs and to be promoted faster. And at least 50% of the surveyed companies would be willing to pay more to secure such students. The BioInnovation and Design Lab at Santa Clara prepares students to practice entrepreneurial skills through both curricular and co-curricular activities. Students can focus their study of innovation and entrepreneurship to the medical field through specific courses designed for the program. They can also participate in immersive projects in partnership with the industry that allows them to then put these concepts into practice. Such project teams often include juniors and sophomores so that students may be exposed to real-world challenges early on in their studies. Arizona State is similarly committed to making the entrepreneurial mindset a part of the student DNA. There are many initiatives, including the Grand Challenge Scholars Program, enables engineering students to practice human-centered design thinking and apply basic business acumen. University of New Haven, another keen partner institute, has coordinated the development of short e-learning modules that develops an entrepreneurial mindset among students through a flipped classroom model. And why would they not? We know students who graduate with an entrepreneurial education can transform industries from within and create extraordinary value for their employers and customers. So let's train our students to be champions of value creation from the get-go. Let's train them to identify the bigger picture, understand larger sets of problems, and propose innovative solutions. Let's make the entrepreneurial mindset a part of their DNA. The grand challenges that we face today are getting extremely difficult to solve and will not be solved by one discipline alone. And as faculty, we bear the responsibility to train our students to work together and collaborate to solve these shared challenges and problems. The projects hosted by the BioInnovation and Design Lab at Santa Clara are inherently cross-disciplinary in nature, both by design, but also given the complex nature of projects offered by our industry partners. For example, we have students designing machine learning algorithms to analyze medical images. Another set of students are developing affordable prostheses for emerging markets. One cannot imagine running such projects before first establishing interdisciplinary collaborative teams. Many keen partner institutions, including Arizona State, Lehigh, Lawrence Tech, Villanova, St. Louis, Dayton, are all spearheading efforts to bring together and connect faculty from multiple disciplines to instill an entrepreneurial mindset among their students. We ourselves have learned important lessons to connect faculty from multiple disciplines and multiple labs in service of our students. In a short time, we've engaged over 100 students and 15 faculty across 10 different disciplines all over the campus, including sciences, engineering, and business. And why would we not? We know that the challenges of the world are getting extremely complex. The problems that we face as communities, nations, and citizens of humanity are getting ever more complex and more intimately interconnected. And how can we train our students to work together on these shared challenges if we do not first attempt to understand one another? So let's build bridges. Let's build deep and sustainable connections across disciplines and campuses with communities and society locally and globally. Let's model the behavior we expect of next-generation scientists and engineers. Let's build bridges, not moats. The path between education and employment is fraught with obstacles. And having experienced the obvious gap between my own academic training and the skills expected of the industry, I can underscore the importance of graduating students who do not feel that their future is compromised. Every student needs career preparation so that they may enter the market with a competitive edge. So again, let's mind the gap. Let's work with the employers so that we may train our students with skills required to succeed at their job. Let's seek to transform the workforce by instilling an entrepreneurial mindset among our students and training them to create extraordinary value for their communities and themselves. Let's also strive to work among ourselves so that we may serve as a model for our students and teach them to work together on the shared challenges of the world. And why would we not? We know students equipped with the right skill sets and the right mindset will transform the world we live in. Take, for instance, 3 graduates of Brian LaDuca's certificate program at University of Dayton. Brittany, Krista, and Michael have authored a series of books, Stepping Stones, that seeks to train medical students to combat compassion fatigue. What a huge achievement for the students. Recent graduates themselves are already paving the path for future leaders of the medical industry. One does not measure the success of leaders by counting the number of their followers, but rather counting the number of leaders they create. So let's form next-generation leaders, next-generation scientists and engineers who will create a safer, healthier, and a more humane and sustainable world. Thank you.